Quick note before this video starts guys, there's actually a Fortnite giveaway at the end of this video, so if you want to find out how to enter, then make sure you watch all the video. Proof will be given and the winner will be chosen when the giveaway ends on a live stream to show proof that it's a legit giveaway. Thanks for watching, let's get into the video. What's up guys, my name is Dean aka the Blue Crusader and welcome back to the channel. So I want to do a quick video today on a really nice win we actually got on Fortnite Battle Royale yesterday, and I think it'd be really nice just to kind of show the replay and show some of the clips. The reason being is because obviously the replays kind of run out after a while and you can't actually save them. I think the replays are only available for like 2 days and then eventually they get automatically deleted or blacklisted, so I kind of wanted to record this before I actually lost the replay. But as you can see here, we are at the start of the game, so I'm kind of going to show the start of the game and what happened, where we dropped, what we did, and basically the techniques we used to win this game, because it wasn't like a crazy win, but we did kind of take opportunities and we used certain things to our advantage to actually get the win. This is probably one of the best plays we've done in duos. I don't actually have that many duo wins, so I was actually quite happy to get one here, and we did actually utilize quite a few different methods to actually get the win. So as you can see, we're dropping here, we're actually just dropping down. I'm going to speed up most of the half of the first game because I don't want it to take too long, but I just want to kind of give you an insight over everything. So most of the time we're dropping on this corner of the map where Junk Junction is, where Pleasant Park is, basically just because this is a lot of loot here and it's basically uncontested. So basically we dropped here near Haunted Hills. Now most of you guys will know, basically I think this was added in season 6 or maybe it was added before, I'm not sure, but there's like a brand new castle on the hill. So I don't know if this was added at the end of season 5, I think this was kind of added in season 6, but I didn't really play too much in season 5, so I haven't really noticed this castle before. Maybe it's not a new thing, maybe it's been here for a long time, but basically this is pretty new to me. I've only dropped here like twice at this point, and we figured the loot would be really good. There is actually a few chests, but we got really unlucky with the chest drops, and as you can see here, I'm just kind of looking underneath the castle because sometimes there's like hidden chests and stuff. But one thing we realised is there's a vending machine. Now unfortunately the loot is absolute crap in the vending machine. We were hoping it was going to give us good weapons. Obviously it's purple, so you'd expect it to give you good stuff. So at this point in the game, we're just thinking we're going to have to farm wood. We don't really want to destroy the trees, otherwise people will see us. And we do head down into Haunted. Now, I'm not sure if we actually managed to get any good loot in Haunted, but we do actually go down, we do kind of like open a few chests and look for stuff. I don't think we get too good stuff. I think it's really just basic drops. Unfortunately, we do get unlucky most of the game. But by the end of the game, we do actually accrue some really good loot for ourselves. Now, I think this is basically achieved through the eliminations that we got, because we had pretty sucky loot throughout most of the game. And over here, you'll see I actually do get a scar drop. Now, you won't see that because it's obviously in fast motion, so you probably didn't see it too well. Obviously my friend Bobby, who's doing the duos with me, he does have a sniper, he has a hunting rifle, so we have a pretty decent arsenal at this point. We have a chance to win the game. He has a hunting rifle, I've got I think a purple scar, so it wasn't a gold scar, but later on I do actually capitalise on getting a gold scar because we do actually take down a team of 2 and steal their loot. So I had a gold scar at the end of the game, but right now I've got a purple one. But the thing about scars is they're deadly anyway. If you've got a really good aim and you can hit headshots, the scar is basically a deadly weapon. Now, I've been practicing my aim a lot, especially in the new game mode called Disco Domination, so I am pretty good with scar. I'd like to say I'm pretty decent with assault rifles, so I was hitting quite a few headshots, and I think headshots probably hit for like 50 or 55 on this game mode, or on Fortnite in general, with a purple scar. I'm not sure how much it is for a gold scar, probably not too much difference, but headshots are killer. I think you can get like maybe 2 or 3 headshots and it's like a complete down, so that like eliminates someone fully. So we're just kind of snooping around here, just trying to get some loot in Tomato Temple. Obviously there's a purple scar here, which I was really hyped about actually, because I actually had a scar to give Bobby, my friend, now, so we both had scars. So this is kind of where the game gives us an advantage, because obviously at the start we had really sucky loot, we got unlucky, but as the storm closed in, he actually told me that we shouldn't loot the house. The house where I got the scar, he told me we should go in the zone or we're going to die, we shouldn't loot it. But I was really adamant that I wanted to loot that house, and the reason being is I just thought maybe we'll actually strike some luck, and in the end we actually struck luck and I actually got the purple scar. So I'm really glad I actually did that and I actually looted that point. You'll see at this point in the game though, things do start to get heated, so I'm just going to put it in normal motion because I kind of want things to kind of be in normal motion from this point on. The first like 10 minutes or 15 minutes of the game, kind of wanted to speed it up so the video wasn't too long and kind of give you a little bit of commentary over it. So I'm going to turn on nameplates here, and I think I might even turn on the player outlines just so you can kind of give a feel of everything and see what's happening, and obviously see the player positions. You can't see them at certain ranges, I don't think, but you'll see at this point I am shooting towards the mountain top, and I think there's two guys at the mountain. I'm not sure if we've knocked them down yet, but we do actually get a knock with a sniper, and then I think I scar shot them a few times. You'll see obviously Bobby behind me is using a hunting rifle, and he does get a knock. But one thing to notice is if we rotate the camera, there's actually a team of two coming up here. So I kind of want to analyse all the situations, what we did, when we got lucky, and what we did obviously to cap off the win. But there's a team of two here, so bear in mind they are actually going to come and intercept us, so we're going to kind of run into them, but we're going to actually take them from behind, so they don't realise at the start, and that's actually going to play to our advantage. Okay, so at this point I'm just going to kind of continue things, and I'm going to leave the player frame open because obviously I want full control of everything. I would usually put it in cinematic camera, but it does take a lot of editing to do, and I'd kind of rather do this as more of a running commentary and analysis. So we have these two guys here, and they've got basic weapons, but one thing you've got to do at this point in the game is you expect everyone to have good loot, so I didn't want to engage in them, especially because my friend's literally all the way back there and he has his hunting rifle out. It'd be kind of stupid to engage on them as they go up the ramp. The reason being is because they obviously have closure to go into the base. Now you'll see when he was peaked we did actually engage. That was kind of stupid as an engage though. Obviously we do end up winning, but that was a really risky engagement. The reason being is because we didn't actually hit the headshot. The snipe missed, and then I think I got like 2 or 3 scar shots, but the scar shots, all they did was basically kill his shield. So kind of a bad engage. You'll see here that we do actually knock him though, because he doesn't realise my position. Basically I'm here, and I'm building a lot. I have a lot of materials, obviously you can't see that. And my friend is obviously pushing there on the right, he's number 45, and then on the left 42 is still in the house. But the guy who was on the balcony there was shooting at my friend, but he didn't know my position. So what I did is I used this to my advantage, and I actually took him out with a scar. So this was a pretty easy poach because he was literally fully exposed on a balcony. One thing to do in a fight is he should have expected there to be 2 people. At this point you shouldn't expect there to be one person. For him to expect that one person was shooting at my friend rather than 2 is kind of stupid, because we are playing in duos. You kind of want to set yourself up in a good position with good cover, because there might be 2 people that might come from behind. So really stupid on his part. I don't know what he was doing with that balcony play, but I managed to take advantage over it. So obviously at this point I am building up. You'll see someone on the mountain. Obviously you don't know what weapon they have out when you're actually in the game, but luckily he had an M4 out. Just kind of building cover on my right hand flank just to make sure he doesn't shoot me, because one thing that always happens to me is I always get sniped. I'm always ready to make a really nice play, and then I get sniped in the head from behind. So my friend's basically engaging, and unfortunately sometimes he doesn't really tell me. Sometimes we do both have bad communication, so I didn't really know what was happening. And as I heard the second shotgun shot, I decided just to jump in there. I was just deciding to run in, and I took the hunting rifle, which is super risky because then it exposed me to this guy who decided, okay, it's a great idea to rush them because it's a 1v2, I'll probably lose, so let's just shotgun rush them. So he basically bum rushed us, but luckily I managed to get the height advantage and go back up to the roof. This was kind of a really stupid play for me. I was originally going to help my friend, but I didn't realise the enemy's position. If I knew the enemy's position, I basically wouldn't have made the engage. I wouldn't have actually pushed, because I ended up being right next to him and he had a pump shotgun. So if he actually hit a lucky close shot, that could have been lights out, and then he could have killed my friend. So that's obviously a big mistake that I did. Kind of regret doing that, but we were kind of lucky in that situation to get out of it, and also lucky in the fact that he managed to actually retreat and decided to go back into the base. So luckily that did turn out in my favour, but that was a really stupid play from me. So you'll see the people from earlier. One of these guys, I'm pretty sure on the right, is one of the guys on the left that we're shooting. I'm not sure. I think maybe these are the guys from earlier. I don't know where this tiger guy's coming from, but you'll see he's in this big base. And one thing I want to show you is basically my friend is kind of trying to free poach him here. He does have a little bit of cover on the wood, but I suggested to him that he should push up to my base, because I do actually start building over here at the tree. This is a really bad position to take. Reason being is you can kind of peek this to the left a little bit, but there's nothing in front of you to cover you, so if he does fire at the right time that you peeked, you're basically downed, there's no extra cover. And a great thing would be to obviously build maybe, you know, one piece of wall and then make a window or something. So this is a bad position he's in, but I'm going to kind of give you an angle of his perspective just for now. And you'll see that he's sniping him, and I actually took this guy's armor off, because at this stage I'm there just trying to poach him with the scar, and I also have hunting rifle as well, because I did take it back at the base. So did try and pop a few shots off him, and we both have scars though, bear in mind, so this guy's taking a lot of heavy heat. So just going to switch back to my perspective. At this point I've built kind of like a wall, sort of like a base behind the tree, and this is kind of clever because the tree's giving me cover and the guy doesn't really see me behind the tree, so I can kind of use it to my advantage, especially while he focuses on my friend, and I can kind of get some free snipes on him. As you can see, I don't actually manage to hit the snipes, unfortunately, but it kind of gives me some free shots on this guy. So he had a really insane disadvantage because we expected there to be two guys. We were coming into this thinking it was going to be a two-man team, and obviously I neglected looking at the statistics because obviously there's what, like 3, 4, 5 people left, so one of them has to be a one-man team. So yeah, you've kind of got to go into engages expecting it to be a two-man team, and in this situation this was one guy, and he seems to be a good builder. Like I said before, with communication issues, for some reason my friend thought it was a great idea to rush while I was about 100 meters away and grapple up to the guy, so I am kind of frantically building towards him. This is also a great distraction though. You'll see he is below me in the tower. It is a great distraction for him to push because it let me build into the air without getting knocked. Now the stupid thing this guy does is instead of actually engaging my friend and trying to build over him, he stays underneath and tries to trap himself underneath. Now this is a grave error, especially because we have 2 scars, so we can kind of just laser him, and then he doesn't manage to build here, so I managed to get the elimination. So he should have built another side of wall here. I don't know if he was trying to run away or if he didn't see me, but obviously we both had scars, so it was pretty easy to just get rid of one piece of wood. Now at this situation in the game, you'll see that the safe zone is in a really weird position. It's kind of sliced into the actual storm, so it's kind of a H1Z1 style really weird zone where it's on the edge of the map. It doesn't really make sense. Now one thing I wanted to do is I wanted to rush into the zone itself because I knew that someone would probably be there already, and if we took them by surprise early, maybe we could take them out and actually cap off the win. But one thing happens is my friend is actually trying to have a fight down here, and this does actually work out in our favour, so I don't want to bash him for this. It was a risky play, but it actually ended up helping us to win the game. Basically at this point I'm just gathering some more wood because obviously you did see that I utilised a lot of my wood in those build fights. Wasn't too much of a build fight, mainly was just building to push. Now I'm heading up towards the safe zone here on the hill. I am obviously telling my friend to kind of come up towards the hill here because obviously I want him to come up on the hill, because if he's solo on his own he's going to get killed, and he does actually let me know there's people in that house, so I think he's kind of shooting them in the house. And then I start to get sniped, and I have no clue where I'm getting sniped from. And I do have name tags on here. There is one guy who comes out of absolutely nowhere, and that's one thing that I'm really confused about, because earlier we said there's 5 people, but I'm pretty sure there's a 3rd person on his own team that does actually push me soon, and I don't know where he actually is because the name tags aren't showing. But I think from this trajectory here, this projectile, the bullet is coming from somewhere down there in the forest, so I'm pretty sure he's around this tree here where my mouse pointer is, but I can't really say for sure. I'm pretty sure there is kind of like a silhouette there, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so like I said, not entirely sure where the guy's position is, but what I do at this point is I've got the advantage, so I use this obviously to my advantage because I have the advantage. So I use this kind of strategy to kind of build up and actually get the position. You'll see there's actually 2 guys pushing now. This is what's so confusing, because a guy actually comes behind me, so I don't know if he was in the storm or not, and he actually rushes me. He completely takes me by surprise. He does try to land on the roof but kind of fails the landing. I don't know if that's just so he doesn't die close range, but he does get some shots off on me. And one thing to note is he does have a silent scar in this position, so this is why he did so much damage to me. I don't know why he nearly killed me. This was really stupid on my behalf because I'm really confident with my aim, so I thought I could use my aim to my advantage. But you'll see in this position I do get him down basically super low, but I don't build a wall or stairs in front of me, which is really stupid because it actually nearly gets me killed, and if I died I wouldn't have been able to cap off the game. You'll see my friend is basically down to this position and he's nearly dead. So we do have a shooting fight, and you'll see that I miss a few shots, I get him really low and then I start to miss shots, and he does get me to half HP, but I managed to cap off the kill. Now, the great thing about this is whilst I was having a gunfight, unfortunately I couldn't save my friend, so he was kind of screwed up right there, but these two guys have a terrible position, because obviously they weren't pushing to the zone early like me. I wanted to get the advantage by getting the zone early. So you'll see they're actually below here in like a base. Now, the thing this guy does is obviously the zones come in or the stormers come in, so he does actually start to push through it, and it's kind of stupid, but it's also smart, because in this stage the storm does a lot of damage. One thing I could have recommended that he would do is they were underneath 2 tile pieces. So if you're in this situation where you're actually under those 2 tile pieces and someone has the high ground, the best thing you can do is actually continue to build the tile pieces along with you as you run, because that actually acts as a shield and it actually allows you to take cover from the firing from above basically. So if he would have continued to actually carry on with these tiles here and then try and build up around himself, keep making roofs and try to get height advantage, obviously if he was a good builder and he'd been practicing, he could have probably won the game and taken me out, because I'm okay at close range, but I'm more strong at long range, so this was kind of easy for me to win the game. But if he was close range, I might have actually died, so if he did that, he might have actually got the victory. But you'll see, I do actually get a few headshots on him and cap off that headshot, and then the second guy is already low from the storm, so it's basically just a bit of a spray and a headshot at the end, and that is the victory royale. So I hope you guys kind of got a little bit of an insight from this video. I kind of wanted to show you guys what it takes to win, what strategies I used, and obviously you can see I'm popping the dab there just to kind of meme on them. I just wanted to show you what it takes to win, what strategies I used, and also tips if you're actually in the enemy's position on how you can kind of counteract the plays that I was using, because they could have definitely still won the game, but things really didn't work out in their favour. So if you enjoyed this video, thanks a lot for watching. Do drop a like on the video and comment below if you want me to make more win videos like this, so maybe I can commentate over a win, tell you how I actually won, what I did bad, what the enemy did bad, and explain certain strategies to kind of help you guys improve, and also in turn reflect on my own gameplay to help myself improve. So if you guys enjoyed the video, definitely do slap a like on the video and subscribe for daily Fortnite videos. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.